All right, this week's question comes from a listener who wants to know, what does Saturn in Aries mean for me as a Taurus? So I'm going to do a little thing here. I'm going to do a little 12 sign, very short reading, like tiny little synopsis. Again, I've given you a full reading in the CHANI app this week, but I want you to think about this for your rising sign. This is why I want you to think about your rising sign when you think about Saturn in Aries. A of all, your rising sign tells me what house, what area of life Aries is for you. If you go by your sun sign, all I know is that Saturn is either connected to your sun or not. So you can think about your sun sign when I'm talking, but I want you to think more holistically, or if you think about your rising sign, you're going to get a more holistic understanding of the actual area of life that Saturn is impacting for the next 3 years, you guys. 3 years. Like, it might connect to your sun for a moment or a couple of moments, but it will be in one area of your chart for 3 years. So again, it's a fuller understanding of what Saturn in Aries is for you if you think about this in your rising sign. Okay, let's go. Aries rising. Saturn is here to help you suit up. This is about your own personal boundaries. This is about taking your energy seriously. This is about taking your drive seriously. This is about taking your life seriously. This is about understanding you have this much energy every day. What do you want to do with it? How do you want to harness it? This is about you becoming a more serious person about the things that require you to be. Don't become self-serious, please. Taurus rising. Okay, Saturn is moving into your 12th house. This is about taking your healing seriously. Your healing journey needs to become a serious topic for you to consider. Also, I need you to spend some very important, productive time in the healing caves, in the writing caves, in the studios, in the dark rooms, in the libraries, in the offices, anywhere where you can shut the door and be like, I am giving myself this time and this space to do this serious thing. Gemini rising. Saturn is moving into your 11th house of friends and groups and associations. I need you to understand what groups you need to commit to, take seriously, what part of your activism you're going to commit to, what part of your friendships you need to show up for, and where you need to have better boundaries in groups and with groups. Cancer rising, this is about taking your public reputation, all seriously. It's about taking your contributions to the world seriously. It's about doing something that is going to require you to be disciplined and work really diligently over the next 3 years seriously, and that you are going to do so in order to be seriously satisfied with what it is you put out. Like, what is your magnum opus that's going to take about 3 years to complete or put out or from start to finish do? Focus on that. Leo rising, this is about doing something disciplined in the area of your life that has to do with your spiritual life, publishing something, traveling, education, and teaching. Dedicate yourself to studying something in depth over the next 3 years that is going to help you to understand the meaning of your life. I mean, that's a heavy-handed way to say it, but that's what it is. Or study something that's going to help you long term. Virgo rising, this is about paying your debts, paying your taxes, making sure that you are taking seriously your understanding of debts, taxes, loans, and also of how to apply for grants, of how to be in collaborative situations, of how to be a collaborator. It's also a time to take seriously your mental health and well-being, whatever that means for you. This is a time for you to be able to do the work necessary to confront your fears, to transform your relationship to them, and therefore transforming your relationship to your life. If we transform our relationship to our fears, we are so in touch with our agency and our power. It is everything, and that's what you can do over the next 3 years. Libra rising, this is about you and your commitments, your relationships, your commitment issues, your partner's commitment issues, who you want to partner with, why you want to partner with them, taking responsibility in the partnerships you're a part of, and building something that is difficult but meaningful over the next 3 years in your partnerships. Scorpio rising, this is about dedicating yourself to doing something that is going to help the systems of your life. I want you to think about your wellness, your health, your routines, but also your domestic life, like taking your chores seriously. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I think over the next 3 years, you're going to come to understand how important it is to be very disciplined about your well-being, to be very disciplined about protecting your health, about protecting your time, and how to take your power back from anything that you've been giving it to, especially as it pertains to your labor, whether that's your domestic labor, like labor, we don't get paid for, but we have to do, or your labor at work. Now, I don't want you to be precious about this. I hope that you find something really meaningful and satisfying to work really hard at over the next 3 years that is going to help you feel like you've built something of value. So I don't want you to not work, obviously, but I do want you to think about how to value your contributions and how you might tend to devalue the work and the labor that you do. Sagittarius rising. This is about taking your creative agency and your creative power and your creative visions seriously. What do you want to make happen? What do you want to create? What do you want to bring into being with your creative energy over the next 3 years? Commit to that and you will fly. You will grow. You will be lit up, I'm telling you. Capricorn rising. This is about taking your needs, your foundational needs, especially for home and family and foundation, seriously. This is about dedicating yourself to building whatever home base you need, whether that's like on the road or in one place, whatever kind of family you feel like you need right now. It's time to take seriously what it is you need to set up in your life in order to feel like you have a place to return to. It's also a transit that anchors you. It sends an anchor down into the depths. And it's a period of time over the next 3 years where you're going to be like, oh, my parents are getting older. I'm getting older. This shifts the family setup somewhat. And it's just time for that. It happens to the best of us. We all get older. Aquarius rising. This is about taking your time seriously. Each and every day you have 24 hours. That's it. That's all. What do you want to do with them? Can you take your daily life and your daily routines seriously? If you do, what do you want to accomplish? A little bit every day over the next 3 years. And if you did so, would you feel excessively satisfied? Or said another way, dedicate yourself to something that you do a little bit every day that over the course of the next 3 years is going to lead to immense satisfaction. Pisces rising. This is about your money. This is about how you make a living. If you don't have a job, it's about your resources. It's about your finances. It's about your money. It's about putting down boundaries with it. It's about taking responsibility for your financial life. It's about taking responsibility for your material well-being. And it's about really like owning your agency too, to whatever degree we all have it within the system, but saying like, these are my resources. This is how I'm going to value them. How do you devalue your resources? How do you devalue your work? This is about taking seriously your money, your resources, and if you do work, taking seriously your livelihood and what you want to do over the next 3 years to build your money, to build your wealth, to build your material life, and also to build your business if you have one, or your relationship with your work, whatever that is for you. All right, y'all. I hope that's helpful. You can return back to this. And again, I just have so much more available for you on the CHANI app in your readings if you want to join me there for more info.